In an age where digital landscapes are saturated with the glowing allure of success stories, social media has become a breeding ground for motivational videos and entrepreneurship pages. These platforms, bursting with tales of overnight successes and rags to riches journeys, promise a simple formula to achieve extraordinary success. Yet, beneath the surface of these inspiring narratives lies a complex reality often glossed over. The glossy exteriors of these videos and pages mask the nuanced challenges of entrepreneurship. They rarely showcase the failures, the relentless trial and error, and the psychological toll it can take on individuals. This one-sided portrayal feeds into a dangerous myth of effortless success, undermining the value of persistence, learning from failure, and the importance of realistic goal setting. Moreover, the constant bombardment of these motivational mantras on social media can lead to an unhealthy comparison, where viewers measure their progress against unrealistic benchmarks, fostering feelings of inadequacy and imposter syndrome. This digital echo chamber, while intending to motivate, often skews perceptions of success, making it seem more accessible than it truly is. As we navigate these digital narratives, it's crucial to cultivate a critical mindset, recognizing the difference between genuine motivation and the glorification of success without substance. Real progress and achievement stem from understanding the multifaceted nature of success, embracing failures as stepping stones, and persisting through the highs and lows with resilience and a grounded perspective. In a world consumed by the relentless pursuit of success, where dreams are as vast as the oceans and ambition burns brighter than the sun, there lies a secret so profound. It can transform the ordinary into the extraordinary, the mundane into the magnificent. This is the path to becoming an ultra-mega superstar of life, TEM. It begins with the dawn, not just any dawn, but a 5 a.m. dawn. Yes, rise before the sun itself has the courage to face the day, and you too can harness the raw power of early morning dew to fuel your journey to greatness. But wait, there's more. The true key to unlocking your potential isn't just in rising early, it's in believing. Believing in yourself so fiercely that reality has no choice but to reshape itself in your favor. Picture yourself achieving your dreams, and poof. Like magic, watch as everything falls into place with the ease of finding a parking spot in a crowded lot. And let's not forget the age-old wisdom passed down from generation to generation, the 3-step formula to success. Step 1, think positively. No matter the situation, remember, every cloud has a silver lining, even if it's actually just a thunderstorm. Step 2, make a vision board. Want to become a billionaire? Simply paste a picture of a yacht next to your childhood home. It's that easy. Reality will bend to your will, one scrap of magazine paper at a time. And step 3, the most crucial step of all, share motivational quotes online. Yes, flood the internet with quotes in fancy fonts. Your depth of wisdom will echo through the ages, inspiring millions, nay billions. So there you have it, the roadmap to achieving a life beyond your wildest dreams, where every challenge is just a stepping stone, and every setback a setup for a comeback so glorious it will be talked about for generations. Remember, the only thing standing between you and your dreams is, well, probably a lot of hard work, but mostly it's just getting up at 5 a.m. So set those alarms and prepare to embark on the journey of a lifetime. The path to becoming an ultra-mega superstar of life, TM, awaits. And hey, if all else fails, there's always next Monday to start again, right? Yes, the video you just watched was a motivational video created by me. You've probably noticed it contained a certain amount of sarcasm. Now, there are a few topics I'd like to discuss. Let's begin. First off, becoming a billionaire or extremely wealthy. Yes, these may seem appealing, but they're not as simple as they sound. When considering the challenges faced in daily life, reaching these goals is not that easy. Moreover, other factors are essential for success. Based on my experiences and observations from motivational videos or entrepreneurship pages, it appears that many followers tend to underestimate the middle class or the academic community. Of course, things aren't as black and white. Academia and being part of the middle class can provide a decent standard of living. It's important to remember that becoming rich is a low probability for most people. Typically, it's possible through wealth accumulated over generations. Becoming rich overnight is nearly an impossible story. Usually, wealth comes from family inheritance, political connections, a special network, or extraordinary intelligence. While there are exceptions, most people cannot become wealthy as easily as the video you watched suggests. The reality is that different factors play a role in achieving success. Aside from the importance of being an entrepreneur, it's crucial to have capital and an academic background. While a university degree is not mandatory, critical thinking and knowledge accumulation are important. Soon we'll take a look at the posts on entrepreneurship pages on Instagram. As you will see, achieving such luxurious lifestyles in real life may not be possible for everyone. Now let's continue and take a closer look at these topics. We'll discuss the images you've seen. Is it really that easy to make $1 million in 7 years? I ponder. At least I can say it's not that simple. What about earning $100,000 from social media? Yes, there are people who have done it, but it's definitely not an easy process. Consider doctors, engineers, and entrepreneurs. Do entrepreneurs not sleep, or are other professions lazy? It's not right to be misled by such thoughts. Lastly, we'll look at the final image. Here, through the concepts of poor dad and rich dad, it challenges the general acceptances in society. The rich dad gives valuable advice to his child. This is important, of course, but underestimating academic success or the middle class poses a serious issue. As for entrepreneurs, for instance, names like Bill Gates or Michael Dell chose to forge their own paths, turning down universities like University of Texas and Harvard. Although their success stories are inspiring, they are quite rare. These examples are exceptions to the general rule, and it's not realistic to assume everyone can follow this path. Being an entrepreneur and chasing big dreams is exciting. However, setting out with disdain for everything often doesn't yield good results. Truth be told, very few entrepreneurs achieve great success. Out of every 100 entrepreneurs, only 1 reaches the summit. 9 achieve moderate success. 50 somehow manage to keep afloat, while the rest find themselves in difficult situations. Hence, it's important to have realistic expectations and be prepared when embarking on the entrepreneurial journey. Motivational videos and Instagram pages focusing on entrepreneurship and personal development have a significant impact on the youth and those seeking a way out. These contents, in reality, play with your emotions and desires to increase their own profits. You're not the one getting rich, they are. Is being an entrepreneur wrong? Absolutely not. But it's crucial to remember that the path isn't as simple as it is portrayed. Various factors, such as inflation and economic crisis, make success harder to achieve. These pages and videos create the impression that everything will happen with a magic touch, but the real world doesn't work like that. The solution is actually a multi-layered issue. Being an entrepreneur and seizing opportunities is critical, but I believe true success lies in achieving at least a middle-class standard of living. The desire to be rich is a matter of personal choice, and self-improvement is key on this journey. However, instead of succumbing to absurd ideas, it makes more sense to read reports from reliable sources, like the World Economic Forum. Acquire essential skills, follow industry trends, and develop yourself in various ways to lead a proper life. A middle-class life means a solid foundation and stability. If you push your luck, meet the right people, and find a good financier, your earnings can increase, and your chances of becoming wealthy improve. But this also involves luck. Being in the right place at the right time is crucial. Lastly, most of the motivational videos and entrepreneurship pages I mentioned earlier are filled with unrealistic promises. Learning real entrepreneurship requires in-depth research from solid and reliable sources. Entrepreneurship is important, but accessing the right information is key. These are my recommendations. Thank you.